enthusiasts, homesteaders, and DIY folks. Okay, so we're going to go check out the Morning Dove Treehouse, which is the second treehouse. This, by the way, is pretty cool. It's a chipmunk hole, and it's quite deep and amazing. The chipmunks are really pretty industrious. They're digging through this whole gravel here that I had used for the walkway. So this treehouse is insulated, and it does have a little heat source. We went through this on another video, how to put in the propane hookup and stuff for my stove there, and how to put in that stove. Since this building's insulated, the walls are a little different. These slabs, some slabs that come from the sawmill have 3 sawn edges, and those are the ones I used in the construction of this because it was easier to put them up tight to each other. So they made kind of a stockade look there, and they're attached to. There's a layer behind these, in between the plywood. There's a layer of plywood, 1.5 inches of insulation, and another layer of plywood, and there's also some layers of vapor barrier, and then there's that outside layer of plywood, and then more slabs together on. So the outside looks like this. You can actually see, you can see some red right there. That's because the plywood that I used was recycled from my haunted house, and that was probably, I'm guessing, painted blood. Let's go on up. This is from above, looking down the spiral staircase from the highest level here. There's that 3rd floor we just saw. So there's a double bed there, and a nice big window. And then going up those same steps to that 3rd floor, you take a little side route, and there's a little sort of shelf bed there for another double bed. And they have a window also. And then there's a single bed underneath that shelf there. And then up here, where I am, is a little nest. I call it the nest bedroom. And you can roll out a mat and a sleeping bag. And the ceiling is clear, so you can basically sleep outside here, out in the elements, without getting the elements. Up here in the 3rd floor bedroom, there's lots of space. You have a nice light, nice big window, a skylight. I painted the ceiling to look like clouds, uneven shaped windows, banisters made out of twisting wood, and there's always a handhold everywhere because some of the steps are very narrow and twisting, so you always have to have your hand on something. Now outside here, we just go out this door here. We're on the 2nd floor now. That's looking in from the 2nd floor, and that's the door we just came out. There's the steps up to the 3rd floor again. I have to do a lot of explaining on this because everything's so tight and organized that it can be a little hard to understand in a video. Out here, we have a nice table here, a picnic table to sit at, made out of some old white oak that had died on my neighbor's property. And these windows can crank in, and you're covered with this. That's the 3rd floor bed up there. So it creates a little roof for this picnic table so you can be out of the rain. And then you can come out here and look around. This is the little sunset, sunrise bench here I made. You can sit on this side for the sunrise, and then sit on that side for the sunset, which is getting ready to, another hour or so. You can look out over the whole thing. You can see your hammocks. You can see the trail back up to the pavilion. You can see the shower, outside shower there. And you can almost see the other treehouse. Not too far away, but very well concealed in the woods over there. Maybe you get. So this tree, there's the big maple, big sugar maple. That's one corner. Then there's a nice strong ash tree there for another corner. And then there's the gray birch in the other corner. And as you can see, I have posts under everything. I have a little short post right in the corner. I tend to build these tree houses as a triangle. You can see that's the sharp point of the triangle. And then this is the wider end of the triangle here to there. And so I suspend it. I build the triangle on the ground, and then I crank up one corner at a time, get it to the right height. Once I get the cable, I get one 1-inch galvanized threaded rod into the tree, 6 inches or so, and then I suspend a nice heavy cable through, and then it's drilled through my locust beams here, and it holds it at that level I need. And then once I get the level right, then I put a short locust post dug into the ground to carry the weight, so the tree's not carrying the weight. And I do that with all these posts. I put them in after so that the posts are carrying the weight and the tree's not carrying the weight. This is kind of a cute thing here. One of my last renters, a couple girls, they made these great little art projects. So this says the great after palace. Not really sure what that means, but looks like they've got a little fence here, it looks like, maybe, in a little house. And then inside the house, who knows what's going on there. It looks like they've got a little fireplace and some bedding. They've got it all. I'm going to rent that out, I think. Yep, I'm going to rent that out. I'm just going to have to find the right people to fit in there. Small people. This was also left from my renters. I like when people do artwork. I think this is really tastefully done. I like the shadows on it. They're little, you can see, they're little cairns that are tiny. That's how big they are. That's my finger. Which is really great because I've had other people come and make cairns. One time I had a couple come, and on the way up the path, I saw the first one. It was in the crotch of a tree. I thought, oh, that was clever. By the time I got up to the fire pit here, they were everywhere. They took stones out of my fire pit. They took stones out of my walkway. I spent 2 hours kicking over cairns and replacing stones. They had taken stones out of my stone wall, lots of stones out of my stone wall. So that was my tree houses. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, please. I do hope to build more tree houses at some point, but I've kind of run out of room on my property. So I guess I'm going to have to buy some more property at some point. Thanks for watching.